Am I the asshole for prioritizing my daughter's school performance over her emotional well-being after her mother's death? I, 39 male, am feeling conflicted about a recent decision I made regarding my teenage daughter, 16 female. I can't help but wonder if I made a huge mistake. Since my wife's passing, life has been tough for the both of us. Dealing with my own grief while trying to provide for her has been a challenge. My daughter has been extremely distraught, and I can see how much she's struggling emotionally. However, when she asked me for the time off from school to process her grief, I ended up prioritizing her academic performance instead. I will admit, I've always been a stickler for education, and my daughter is a bright student who excels in her studies. When she approached me, I couldn't help but think about how it would impact her grades and future prospects. I was concerned that missing school would lead to a drop in her academic performance and potentially reduce her chances of getting into a good college. Instead of allowing her to take some time off, I suggested that she continue attending school and told her that I believe that maintaining a routine and focusing on her education would provide stability and keep her on track. Apparently, my daughter was devastated by my decision. She accused me of not caring about her feelings and prioritizing her school performance over her emotional well-being. She believes that I'm being callous and unfeeling, dismissing her need for time to heal. So, am I the asshole for putting my daughter's school performance ahead of her emotional well-being? My mother organized me and my boyfriend's vacation without our permission and wants us to pay her. My boyfriend and I have been planning to go on a vacation this summer for my birthday. He has been studying, so meanwhile, I was in charge of looking for affordable places to stay for a few nights, maybe a week. I asked my mom to help me with the booking since she knows a lot of affordable places. The problem takes place a few days later, where she paid for a booking for 2 nights in a 5-star hotel that cannot be cancelled, without telling me or my boyfriend about it beforehand, and expects us to repay her. We didn't even know the schedule or the name of the hotel until she already paid for it, and we wanted a cheaper place to stay more nights. The hotel is very nice, but she did not tell us a word about it. She chose it for us without our permission, and now we have to pay her the money. While I understand she wanted to find a nice place to stay, we would spend our money on a plan she liked and a plan she did not discuss with us, so now it feels like her vacation and not ours. Her actions don't make any sense and they seem disrespectful to my boyfriend and I. I don't understand the purpose of all of this. I will give her the benefit of a doubt and assume she lightheartedly wanted to have a nice vacation for us, but I'm still very mad we didn't get to choose, and on top of that we may have to pay her. What should we do? I have the best boyfriend ever. Trigger warning, mentioning of suicide and severe depression. I, 24 female, am currently typing this while my boyfriend, 26 male, is beside me. Just earlier, he told me he would pay for my class this summer and I didn't have to pay him back. We have been together for 4 years and it has been the best, most amazing time of my life. He is the kindest human being ever met. He is so optimistic and kind-hearted. When we first met, he bought me lemonade and we shared fries. He stuck by me when I had random waves of depression, anxiety, and felt extremely low. I even opened up about my suicidal thoughts and he just listened and comforted me. He told me he was there as long as I needed. He respects my boundaries. When I say I don't like his family taking pictures of me, he tells them. When I don't want to go to their events because of my social anxiety, he understands and never pushes me. He spoils me. He goes above and beyond and it scares me. Truthfully, because I don't believe I deserve this amazing human being with such a big heart. But whenever I tell him this, I always cry. He holds me and tells me that doesn't matter. Because he loves me, he knows I love him and that's enough. He's currently playing the new Zelda game and he's being so adorable I could smother him in cuddles and kisses. I just wanted to scream that I love this man. I just had to say something because honestly, I can't really contain how much he means to me. I let everyone think I'm saint when I'm actually incredibly selfish. So get this, I recently moved in with my younger sister, who happens to be a single parent. Why? Well, it's not because I'm some selfless saint. It's because I needed an escape from this terrible relationship I was stuck in. My sister can't manage to work 2 jobs and to take care of her own child. That's where I come in. I stepped up to be the substitute mom because I can't have kids on my own, and this seemed like a decent way to scratch that itch. Sure, I tell people that I don't get paid for this gig and that I genuinely enjoy raising my niece. And that part is true, but there's the real deal. My sister doesn't make me pay any bills. That means I get to spend my money on all sorts of useless crap I find on the internet. I mean, who needs financial responsibilities when you can blow all your cash on things that bring temporary happiness, right? Oh, and did I mention that my niece goes to daycare 4 days a week? Yeah, that means I have those days all to myself. It's like a vacation from parenting. I can do whatever the hell I want. But here's the thing. I conveniently leave out those details when I tell people about my selfless act of looking after my niece for free. I let them think I'm some kind of hero when deep down I know I'm not. My boyfriend confessed to me a couple of days ago that he used to abuse his ex-girlfriends. I don't know if I want to continue this relationship. I've been with my boyfriend for about a year now. When I met him, he told me that he was in therapy, was working through things, and was trying to be a better person. That was the extent of it, though I tried to ask for a few questions. He is a person who, from his perspective, grew up in an upper-class neighborhood, but a very violent home life. His mom would constantly be physically and mentally abused on a daily basis by his dad. Accordingly to my boyfriend, she would constantly blame herself and promise to behave better. He thought this type of relationship is normal, especially since his parents were together his whole life. So every relationship he got into, he copied his father. He abused every girlfriend he had from the age of 16 to 28, whether emotionally, mentally, or physically. During that time period, no one ever reported him or pressed charges. I know because I checked. 2 years ago, his mom found out the courage to leave his father and talked to my boyfriend about the amount of abuse she had endured from his father for decades. That conversation basically woke something up in him, and he went and got help. He told me all of this earlier this week. He said I'm the first healthy relationship he has had. He also said that he regrets what he has done and that for the last 2 years he has tried to make a change, even though he understands there is no apology that can make up for what he did to his exes. To be honest, I'm scared of him now, mostly because it was only his mom leaving her abusive relationship that made him realize that what he was doing to his exes was wrong. He thought abuse was okay and was stopping him from falling into his old ways. I no longer feel safe around him, whether as a romantic partner or a friend, and I don't know if I should just end it.